So, Taurus, during this week, I feel like the message here speaks a lot about your temper or the temper of those you're dealing with. There's something here about conflicts that might be rising, and I feel like some of you might be really upset or infuriated by something. It's like, when there's this wrath, this fury, this anger that might be really high. It's not something like just a temporary outburst. I feel like some of you need to watch because you might be allowing rage to take over you, especially if this is about something that deals with betrayal or it deals with something, you know, it deals with something in which you feel like you have been really something that was really unfair or is unfair that is happening to you and that might happen during this week, and you might be allowing yourself to be controlled by this very, 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 very strong and violent energy. When I say violent, it's violent, of course, to your well-being, and violent because it's so fiery and it's so, rage can make us blind, right? So you stop seeing, you stop really understanding what you're dealing with. So watch your temper, watch the way you react to situations, and also if someone is provoking you and wanting you, because I feel like some of you might be provoked to act this way by someone that actually knows you very well or knows how to hit the right buttons to make you lose your mind and then look as the guilty one. So there are a little bit of uh, games here, power struggles that are being played through your week and in your relationships and environments that you should be mindful of. It's because you can be falling to that trap that someone is creating for your own self. So there is an energy of an enemy here, I have to say, or a rival, someone that whose intentions and desires are opposite to your own. So they have an agenda that is not working for your best interests, and so this is why you might feel so angry. It's because it could be coming from a friend, it could be coming from someone you're working with, or even a partner. I don't know, it's just someone that feels like it's close to you, and that's why the fury and the rage and the anger might be boiling to really high level, because it's hurting you deeply at the same time, but the reaction to this hurt is real anger. And I also feel like some of you, this could be about something of the past that still you haven't let go of, right, or healed or accepted, that happened for some reason this week. There might be a trigger that makes you experience that past energy back, bring it back to your present. It's like someone could be bringing out something of the past in a conversation or a communication, and that alone is enough to get you angry. Or someone might be, without knowing, saying something or inviting someone, or someone might be without knowing a pawn to this game, and you get really upset. But someone might be also being used here in the story. So I feel like for some of you Taurus, it's like there's someone that might be also used in the story without knowing they are being used to affect you. So that's why, again, be careful with where you're lashing out, where you're applying your anger, because again, it's making you blind, so you're not seeing who you are directing sometimes your anger towards. And the person you might be, for some of you, the person you might be applying that anger might be a victim, just like you, by because I feel like there's someone else's hand behind the situation. So it's really a time where you should also work here on some protective measures. When I say protective measures, is make sure that the things you have in your life that you adore and you want to preserve and have it safe and secure, make sure you're really paying attention to protective measures, like the way You're taking stock of, your finances or your work, the way you take care of your possessions, even, your home safety, all of those things, business safety measures. Make sure that you're paying attention to your kids and the school and the rules, like rules and regulations. If they exist for a reason. There's something here about some of you needing to be using those rules and regulations, putting them in place to ensure safety, ensure security. So things that you want to protect are not messed around, are not interfered by someone else's wrong intention or doing. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of July, I have 2 special sales offers available. One, it's a media reading. It's a reading that looks into the second half of 2019 and what kind of challenges and opportunities might be part of that time frame for you. And the other one is called The Tides. It's a specific themed reading that was created considering the Cancer themed season we are currently on. And so it looks upon what kind of new emotional experiences might be coming to your life and the ones that might be leaving. So again, if you'd like to know more details, just email me, or if you would like to donate and support my channel, just follow the PayPal link, which is also down below. Have a great week.